On today's episode, we will be talking about masculinity and what it means in 2024. Do you know what it means? I think I know what it means. We're going to talk about it. Also, we have a few clips we're going to be going over that are going to highlight what we've seen so many times in the past. Some of these women are still having issues, so let's go ahead and get into it.
I am done with low effort men. Who are you? Coming on my Instagram, liking 1 or 2 photos or 20 and then not follow me back. That's just low effort. Don't have my attention. Bye bye, move on. Thank you, bye.
This is something else.
She has plenty of men that can give her attention. She's perfectly fine with this. And even whenever women like this refuse to accommodate some of these 10s, you know, they see these 10s on Instagram. This is obviously a video for quote unquote low effort men. These men don't have to put forth any effort. The way these men work is they like a few Instagram pics, maybe your story, and then they next thing they're coming over to smash. This is how these men operate. They're not going to follow you. They don't want to follow you. They don't care to follow you. They don't want to see what your like daily routine is. They don't care. These men do not care. What's very interesting about this video though is her entire DMs are just men after men trying to get her attention, trying to spend time with her. And so that's her flex. Oh, I have all these men in my DMs. 99.9% of those men are not going to even get a reply, or just going to get left on red by this woman. It's funny, but it's also kind of sad for some of these men. And women like this, and I would go as far as to say that some men as well, I guess, you know, there's men on Instagram, influencers as well. But women like this, they will be the ones that will stay quote unquote single, not being able to find a man. They're not going to even get close to getting a ring or anything, because the men they're chasing are going to be these men that are possibly also on Instagram, who have a lot of other women in his DMs. So he's going to always think that he has other options, possibly better options, women that are maybe more attractive and possibly even more down to earth. A lot of men do not like women that show themselves on Instagram and post pictures and stuff. Even if that man is on social media as well, that does make him a hypocrite, but oh well. That's just how these men work. They're not going to settle down, for one thing, anytime soon, and for another thing, with a woman who is pretty much showing off her entire body, her entire life on Instagram for pennies a day. It's just not going to happen.
Women.
I'll tell you another story, right? I may sound like a crazy psycho girl here, but I actually don't care. I have bumped into this particular guy a lot of times in town, right? And he walks past me and he always smiles at me and he stares at me for ages, and he's really attractive. He's actually really, really tall as well. And I'm like, oh, bonus points. So, I'm trying to think of what necklace to wear. Right, rose quartz, sending out love. So, I bump into him a lot in town and we don't even know each other, but he always smiles at me and it's like lingering eye contact and it's all like, you know, romantic and sexy. And then, the other day when I went to town, I said to the universe, if I bump into him today, I've actually got to take action. I've got to go and say hello to him, right? So what happened was, guess who walks past me when I'm sitting in the cafe? My family's like, oh, Chanel, it's the guy that always smiles at you. Go and say hello. I can't just go and say hello. That's really, really embarrassing. So what I do is I pretend that I'm shopping in a shop that he's gone into, right? It sounds a bit like a stalker. It's not, but I don't know. I go into a shop that I know he's in, because if I walk past him, I'll say hello. I was saying to the universe, I was like, right, if it's meant to be, make it easier for me. Get him to walk past me or to bump into each other or something. So what happens? Literally bump into each other in the same aisle. I turn around and go, oh, hey. And he goes, hey, you're right. Run straight past me. And so he rushes on past me and I think, oh, I've walked all the way to Tesco's because I know he's in here because I followed him there. And then I come out with a bag of shopping that I didn't even need. I had like Pringles in there and sweets in there and I found a nice packet of crisps, but I didn't even need him because I got the inkling that he wanted to chat, so I thought I'll make an opportunity. Didn't even chat. So I walked back to my family at the cafe and I was like, did I get a number? No. Did I even really get a chat? No. Do I know his name? No. Did I make the effort? Yes. So now the universe knows I'm making the effort, and if they want to send me the right person, I am open-minded. I'll calm myself down now.
Oh wow, that was a lot to take in. And let's back this up a little bit. So first we have to think about the situation, because women like this will, as you can see, they will think about these types of men for weeks, weeks upon weeks. And then their idea of making a move and trying to get this guy's attention, trying to get his number, whatever these women are trying to do, instead of just going up and talking to the guy, what they do is they stalk him, follow him into numerous stores, stare at him, creep down the same aisle that he's down while he is just trying to go do his shopping and leave. He's a very busy guy, and you're just stalking him, which is kind of weird. If this was a guy doing this, he'd be charged with a felony. And then you bump into him, causing him to possibly waste more time because you're just getting in his way. You're blocking him from leaving, and so he has to walk around you and get out of the way. And you're blocking him. And you have the nerve to get online and act like you did something good. You didn't do anything good. You did everything bad. You're a stalker. You are obsessing over this random dude that you've been like oogling over for God knows how long. What is your deal? This isn't normal behavior. This is really weird behavior. And I thought you women didn't want men anyways. Why are you doing this? Cringe. Jeez. Can you imagine if a guy did this? If a guy made a video, any of these videos that these women put out, if a guy does that, can you imagine what would happen to this man? It would not go good for him. It would be the worst of the worst for this guy. He would get, posting something like that for a man will cause real world harm. If he were to go online and say some of this stuff, he would have people knocking on his door wanting to have a chat, if you know what I mean. Oh, you like to follow women when they're in the grocery store? It's a bad situation. Men do not do that at all. Women do not follow men into grocery stores and get in their way and bump into them and stalk them. Don't do that. It's creepy, it's weird, and it's possibly a felony. So leave it alone. Thank you.
You know, and I'm not judging you, but I'm just saying everybody else is gonna.
Put in some effort. Oh, I swear to God. Is it that hard to organise a date with the resources that we have these days? The answer is no. Also, dating apps. This is your pitch to make a connection with someone, whether it be long-term, short-term, whatever. Put some effort in. Put on a nice shirt. Wash your hair. I swear to God, some of these people will literally take a photo in 0.1 of a second and upload it and think, oh, yeah, great. Would you do this on your resume? You know what I mean? Just be like, oh, yeah, that'll do. Oh, yeah, 5 of the same selfie taken on the same day will do. I'm a tradie at work, super dirty. Let me just pose, and can upload that. Also, stop being so lazy that you put it on us saying, oh, yes, if you want. What do you want to do? I don't really mind. Up to you. Hell, get some enthusiasm. You're boring as...
Who am I? And why do I exist? And who made me? And what am I expected to do with my life?
Okay, so I saved this clip for last because this is a perfect clip. This is a lot of women have these types of complaints. I wanted to highlight this one because this is pretty much all of them wrapped into one. You have, she's complaining about men not putting forth the effort, that you should take better pictures when you're online. You should plan the date. You shouldn't have the woman plan the date. You should dress nice. You know, it's just all these issues that these women are having. Here's my take on this. I've never really gave an official take, but I'm going to go ahead and give my official take on all this. And it kind of wraps around back to what masculinity really means to me. And I'm going to go ahead and say this is that being a man is a lot of different things. It's not just one specific thing for everyone. It's many different things for a lot of different men. But I'm a firm believer in what a lot of women say, that it's supposed to be kind of a dig at men, but it's not. It's actually true. And that saying is that if he wanted to, he would. And that is 100% true. A man will put forth the effort in things that he thinks he can build, he thinks he can create and help in his life, things that will bring him satisfaction. He will put forth the effort in these things. So if a man is not putting forth effort in you, that means that you're not worth the effort. You're not worth the time. These men are not making dates with you because they don't want to go out on a date with you. They just want to meet online and smash, just like you've been doing for the past couple of years. They don't want anything to change. They want what's been happening over and over again, they want to keep that happening because they like that. They don't like treating you like you're going to be their wife or something. They don't want to be your husband, so that doesn't make any sense. And you're going to post the pictures online where they're dirty and stuff because they can. Who cares? These same women are still going to match with them. You might not like the pictures, but the women that are looking to have a nighttime visit are going to match with these guys, and they are going to they're always going to smash. They're always going to do it. When women complain about this, which you can definitely complain about this if you want, it doesn't matter to me. I'm not trying to make a woman happy. And my other opinion on this clip right here is that men that do everything that this woman is saying that she wants a man to do, the perfect guy in her eyes, she would never be with this man. Women today are so just, they have been through so much toxicity, and I'm not even talking about online dating. You got to understand that a majority of this generation coming up they were raised by single moms. So this whole generation is completely just screwed. Like there is no baseline to an actual normal reality. So whenever they see a man that is masculine and is confident in being a man and his manhood, they find this man to be toxic because they don't understand what it means. They've never been around a man long enough to understand what masculinity means. So whenever women make these videos saying that, oh, well, a man should do this, a man should do that, you have no idea what you're talking about. Women should, one thing, a man should never listen to a woman about what a man should do. That's not how any of this works. That is a one surefire way to get that woman to completely hate you. Women do not want men that listen to them, for one thing. They think they do. But then, as we've seen time and time again, women don't really know what they want. They vocalize it, they post it online, and then when they get these things, then they suddenly get bored and they want something better, or they want something different, or it's time for a hot girl summer and Miami vacation. But anyway, that's going to be the end of today's video. Let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. And hey, I'll catch you guys later. Rat Boy out.